this is not legal advice. Every time the flash goes off, my dick's in a slightly different position.
Oh, God.
When we stopped hitting them and gave them rights to vote, shit got bad, dude.
What do they get? They can't fight back.
Thousands of years of evolution.
Welcome to the Disney Channel.
You are not only allowed to hit everyone, you're allowed to kill everyone.
Wendy, I'm home.
I'm gonna go smoke crack.
If you're kidnapped against your will and brought to Epstein Island, you can hit all of the women.
Getting arrested sucks, dude.
No, I think he was explicitly clear. This is not good advice at all.
How are you creating the force to spin it this way and not just flicking it?
There you go, you did it.
I want to get a wheel gun. I saw a guy whose whole platform was super dumb.
For like a year.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
That I'm into wheel guns for a year?
I'm gonna put this in the birdhouse.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All of our fan mail can go in there.
Listen, Maddie likes to say all the time, she's like, you're good at everything. I'm like, I'm not good at everything. I have an obsessive personality. I pick a thing up for 6 months to a year, and it's the only thing I can think about for 6 months to a year.
And I spend
then
a lot of money on that hobby that I developed overnight.
And I move on. It's guns.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
He's obsessed.
And now we're back into guns.
Now I'm back into guns.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty good. Are we filming?
No.
Hell yeah, we are. Hi, and welcome to Man vs. Morning. Wow, are we glad you're here. Thanks for being here once again, as usual. I'm Jake the Lawyer, and I am joined today by Nolan the Sandalorian, Tackett the Tactician, who's now into a new hobby, and we're here to talk about one topic and one topic only, which we might get into other topics because we always do on the show. But the main topic is the uninhibited conversation about the ethics of hitting women. This was not my idea. I'm not gonna say whose it was, but here we are. So we're gonna talk about this.
Why did everybody look at Tackett?
Unabashedly.
I felt it. I looked at the camera and reacted to it because I could feel it from the future.
Let me
through
ask
your
you
TV.
something. Have you seen the old Sean Connery interview where he's talking about this subject?
If you haven't, here it is.
Years ago, you did an interview. You did an interview in which you said, not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No.
So I just want to state unequivocally for the record before any of this goes out into the general internet, the only time that it is appropriate to hit a woman is if that woman is already physically attacking you and you are hitting her in your own defense only for the sake of your own defense.
And remember,
period, point blank.
Equal rights, equal
fights.
lefts.
no, equal lefts.
Yeah.
Equal rights, equal lefts. I thought it was equal rights, equal fights.
Let's just we're gonna go down this road. We could just lead in kind of heavy here. What do you tell a woman with two black eyes?
Nothing she hasn't already heard twice.
Oh my God.
Hey!
Domestic violence. Listen, as the subject matter expert here.
Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, go. Let's hear it, dude. Oh man.
No, don't stop now.
No, I don't. I just, we knew this was going to be a spicy episode, and now I'm just so afraid to put this to say anything.
Here,
Now I'm just so
I got
afraid
it.
to get
I'll
into
start
it
it
all.
out.
When we had this joke in the gym that morning, and we were like, what would be a funny episode? Was talking about that Sean Connery thing, because then we were all like, well, there is some sense to the old way. A hysterical woman. You can go back to all the old Western movies and shit, and there's always a hysterical woman, a cowboy.
Right.
John Wayne was infamous for it. Grabbing a woman and laying her over his lap and giving her a good old-fashioned spanking.
Daddy, do you love mommy?
The cover, the poster of the John Wayne movie, McClintock, is him
Spanking her. I think they've changed it, in...
yeah, they have two
Yeah.
now, but they still rotate the old one.
the old one is...
If you know where to look.
But, I have, find me the woman that doesn't like that.
Well, that's a different context.
Yeah, but there's
yeah.
something natural in us that's a woman and I don't mean being physically spanked or whatever, but what is the definition of like a happy woman say? When you make the plan and you take them and you pay for everything and you open the door and you drive and you know what I mean? They're all posting about it on social media.
And then you
about,
hit
like,
them.
Yeah, by like following their boyfriend around. But there's like something instinctual in a woman that like wants to like follow and like that's not every
in
human.
general, if
it's not like,
you're gonna generalize the sexes,
if we're just talking
Yeah.
giant broad
Yeah,
brush,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the things that make a woman happy is like days they get to turn their brain off and you make all the plans and you spoil them and like there's a level of that of like I just don't want to think and I would like you to tell me what to do.
Yeah, there's an element of that. And
Yeah.
it's meant to be done with grace and wisdom,
Yeah.
not hate and anger and resentment.
How sexist are we getting with this? Because
Yes.
like, I have opinions. I have opinions
Yes.
that I know are going to annoy women in my life.
Listen, the name of the show is Man vs. Morning.
Yeah, this is for men. Listen,
Please continue.
I think there's a time and place to tell a woman to shut the fuck up because I think there's a time and place to tell humans to shut the fuck up. And I'm not entirely sure why. Like I agree with like there's a certain way that you should act. Like I was raised by my uncles, my granddad, and shit. Like there's a way that we're gonna act when we're the boys.
Yeah.
Right. This show is boy time,
Yeah.
which is difficult because
Just
boy
putting
time
it out
isn't
publicly on the internet.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
boy time isn't supposed to be everybody's business. But like, there's it's like
that's
locker
girl
room.
time.
Yeah,
Girl
like,
time is-
no, but like
is-
locker room talk, guy time. Like you're not supposed to like drink hard liquor in front of women. You're not supposed to cuss in front of women. You're not supposed to talk about like rough man things in front of women. You know?
Right.
I think there's a time and place that like as the leader of your household, as like a husband, as a father, that you should save it. But there's a time and place when you go, hey. You know, with like a very stern, loud voice, and everyone in the house goes, "Oh, he hasn't made that noise."
Well, I think that's more of
Yeah,
the
I mean-
I think that's more of the message of this episode is not the ethics of hitting women. It's about
it frequently.
It's
often.
about the right time and place to put your foot down and be a man, and to how to do that in the right way.
Well,
if you only strike them periodically, you can like buck at them all the time,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Fuck," and you know, it's same effect.
yeah,
you
it's
know?
it's a psychological.
yeah. You only gotta like gamble the jail. Like,
It's like the cow
Yeah.
cow rod or whatever.
yeah. It's like when you
Yeah,
rub on
there it
them
is.
really gently when you're laying in bed, but then every now and then you smack their ass super hard. They never know
What
like,
they're gonna get.
what's coming. So then
Yeah.
when they're in
because
public,
love is then equated with pain.
yeah, but like then when they're in public and they're talking a lot and you're like, man, I want to go, you can like rub the back of their arm and there's like a part of their brain that like knows that pain is coming.
Yeah.
And so they stop talking and you're like, all right, thanks everyone.
It's the same
No
thing.
one noticed the emotional manipulation and abuse that just happened
Right.
in public.
It's the same thing as using a belt versus using your hand when spanking the child, because the child associates the belt with the pain rather than the hand. Psychological manipulation works in many, many ways.
I want to know on a real scale how many people got spanked with a belt as a kid and grew up to just be like fucking into it. Yeah.
I never got spanked with a belt. I never got my
I did.
My
I
dad
got
hit
spanked
me.
with a
My
belt.
dad used a wooden like paddle.
Wooden spoon?
man was a carpenter.
No,
He
it was a
didn't need to
handmade
use a
paddle.
Didn't use it
that
as an
I-
implement.
Yeah.
Did it say Mr. Tackett on
No,
it?
my dad taught me how to make a thing. He like cut it. That's my paddle at home, says Mr. Tackett. Thank you very much.
It imprints my ass every night.
No.
What little ass I have.
It
Wait,
imprint-
wait.
It imprints a Mr.
Did he
Tackett
just
stamp.
admit that he has a sex paddle? Did you just admit
No, I
that?
don't have a sex paddle.
You just said that.
It's a joke that it says Mr. Tackett. I'm not against one. But your sex paddle is for you.
How dare you?
Everyone knows that that sex paddle would be something in my hand, not on me.
That's fair. He's got a fair point there.
Yeah.
On me.
Yeah, Wendy would
on
hit
me?
you. I just feel a vibe. She has like some angry Latina that needs to just like get out of her system.
I mean, I don't kiss and tell, but the scary thing is that if I allowed this, she would probably do it.
Yeah.
That's the terrifying thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Which this brings us back to the point when you have to put your foot down.
When you're trying to take a shower and your wife won't let you out of the bathroom because of her hypersexuality and you've got things to do today. Woman! No, but
Work needs to be done!
I do
And then you hit 'em.
genuinely like there was a time that like women were struck all the time and I don't think it was totally insane cuz like just hear me out here. When we stopped hitting them and gave them rights to vote, shit got bad, dude. Like the world got really stupid. We was like thousands of years of evolution and technological advancement and planes and we're going to space and then all of a sudden women can vote and like men are women and like we don't know what up and down is anymore.
gone
These
sideways.
balls even do?
Everyone
What are these
graduating high
balls
school is
even do?
retarded. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the tipping point was women's suffrage. Like I don't. I said this to Manny. She got very grumpy.
when
at me.
you look at it with the empirical evidence around it,
I'm just saying.
There's some evidence there.
Well-
An argument could be made.
Yeah.
When you look at it contextually, right? The Scots,
Yeah.
the Scottish,
Yeah.
they had a
invented
long
golf.
They invented golf, and they also had a long history of hitting women.
Still do.
Still do. During
you're
golf
from-
games.
Is that true?
Yeah,
If you're from Scotland,
you know.
it's true, right? Ireland, Scotland.
I'm Scotch-Irish and I've never hit a woman.
It's an alcohol.
You should try it. It's great.
That's because you have a Hispanic woman. You don't have like a pushover
Oh,
like
yeah.
European woman.
Yeah.
You have like a fiery south of the border fights like lizards in the jungle.
Yeah,
like,
because you
woman.
know if you start throwing hands are now thrown.
Yeah, hands are being thrown. Yeah, you hit a Scottish woman. She probably actually no. Scottish women are probably like hairy chested. Yeah, you hit her and she's like, "Oh, my father prepared me for this moment."
For some reason, a Dutch
Yeah.
accent comes out.
She spits a molar out and is like, "You hit way hard, like way worse than my dad."
You
Like,
hit like a girl.
yeah, my dad hits harder than you.
But it wasn't like a. It was in some cases it was probably bad hitting, but it was mostly like you see in the John Wayne film.
Sorry, it's just a pin in this for a second.
Oh, who would have thought?
Did you just make an argument for like legalized appropriate domestic violence? You
not-
said in some cases it
No.
was bad hitting.
No, I'm saying contextually where this comes from.
Okay.
talking about history and context.
Oh, his context is he wants to bring it back.
Listen, there have been a couple times.
You know how people used to try to resegregate the schools? You're gonna bring back domestic violence.
What are you talking about? They're currently trying to resegregate the schools.
Where they just
It's
did it
just
by
from the
poverty.
opposite end.
Yeah, that's true.
No, like I've made the joke a couple times with Carly, and I've looked at her and I've said, you know, there are times that I just want to bop you
To the moon, Alice.
to the moon. Wendy, I'm home.
Why?
But it's that point of like delirium, and it's the point of like nonsense where you just want to reset. You know what I mean? It's not like a
Yeah. All humans are prone to it. Like, all humans can get into a spiral.
black looping.
Men tend to, like, have a spiral at some point in their life, right? There's a moment in your life when, like, you hit some sort of, like, wall and you just spiral for a while and, like, you kind of fuck a bunch of shit up, and it's like it's a learning lesson. It's like a moment. Generally happens when you're a young guy in your early 20s where you just, like, fuck a bunch of shit up and end up with a bad credit score, and you're like, what am I doing? And then you like move on. Women have that level of like spiral, like I don't know, every other week.
They're like micro spirals.
Yeah, it's just like a man will spiral for a year and a half. A woman will spiral for 30 minutes. But it's just like, where are we going with this conversation? Like, nothing that you're saying is helping you, helping me, helping the situation. Like, you have to, it's the airplane moment where they just come along and smack the hysterical woman. And then she's like, good. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, maybe there's some science to it. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
What do you do with a hysterical guy in the back of a Humvee?
That's true.
I mean,
I think there is a deep psychological desire for it from most women, to be honest with you. Have you ever heard of book talk?
have you ever read any of the books or looked at them or looked at TikTok talking about any of the books?
Yeah, it's called
they're
book
pretty
talk.
bad.
Yeah, book talk.
They're pretty bad.
It's
Yeah,
bad.
they're like all like monster rape.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Great.
We're well past that now. We're 65 episodes
I don't
in.
think that's the issue on this particular episode, Tackett.
That single word that just slipped out relating to fictional storybooks, I don't think that's what the problem is here.
I wasn't worried about saying. Yeah.
It's okay.
This is a tough episode. I'm scared about this one. I know how I like to make jokes, and the second we talked about this, I was like, oh, I'm going to say a bunch of things that are just going to not be
And
good
as
when
soon
you
as we
hard cut
flipped
them.
the camera on, you went
Yeah.
immediately back and shrunk back, and you went, oh.
How dare you? There's no turning back now.
Yeah. Okay. Actual argument.
For hitting women or
No, actual. If you
leading the family?
If you go back in time to like the Wild West, to like us living in caves, like a time when like other men pose like an actual violent threat to your family, you as the man of your family was literally like the sole protector, like physical guardian of your family. if you had Indians descending on your like wagon train and the women in the wagon train were just being hysterical, like you'd have, it's
would
smacking someone in the
probably
back of a Humvee.
Yeah.
I'm not hitting you because you're a woman. I'm hitting you because I need you to shut the fuck up and I need you to like.
I need your pain response to over.
Yeah, I need your pain response to override the panic
override.
attack so that you calm for a second and look at me and then we can be
And we
like,
can be effective in this
yeah,
situation.
I need you
Yeah.
to help me or we die. Like, but like coming home and dinner's cold, no.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that's the dinner being cold.
Yeah,
or
it's a huge
you
problem.
physically beating Martha against the table afterwards.
Both.
Well, you don't beat her against the table. That's nice mahogany.
Yeah, not the mahogany table. Yeah, her new white Berber carpet.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't want that carpet anyways. This is
Yeah.
why we don't get white things.
Yeah. Remember when you hit a woman, you got to hit them high in the face, right? They're real fragile on the tooth line.
Bag of oranges
right in
doesn't
the
show
forehead,
bruises.
though. Yeah.
God.
It's a comedy podcast.
It's a comedy podcast. Hit them. They're the weaker sex. What are they going to do about
What
it?
are they? They can't fight back.
I do kind of like actually having that conversation though sometimes. Like when a woman, like, because there's like women that get confused. There's modern society, right? Like,
I know exactly what you're talking
One of my
about, yeah.
favorite scenes in any movie ever. I fucking love Way of the Gun. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Have you seen Way of the Gun? Oh, it's so good. It's Benicio del Toro and
Yeah.
Josh Hartnett.
Yeah.
I don't know, some teen throb from like the early 90s. But they're just like no good, bad guy, like kind of bag men guys, and they kidnap Juliette Lewis, and there's like a whole, it's a good like action movie. But the opening scene of it, they're like standing in the parking lot outside this bar, and Sarah Silverman is standing like going in and starts calling him like, and like starts yelling all this like crazy shit at him, and she like comes over and like one of them like says like, hey, you need to control your woman, like to the boyfriend, and he like says something to them like real passively, and then she lets her mouth off again. So when the fight kicks off, I don't think it's Josh Hartnett, but whoever Ryan Phillippe, I don't know,
Yeah.
not Benicio del Toro, just blasts Sarah Silverman right in the face. And it's like my favorite scene in any, like, it's just such a hard-nosed like opening scene for a movie. It just sets the tone for who those characters are so well.
Right. These are not good guys.
Yeah, these are not good guys, but I like it on the grounds of like, you forgot like modern rules just say that I'm not supposed to. Society frowns on me hitting you. Doesn't mean I can't.
Yeah.
Like your mouth flying off the fucking handle doesn't mean that someone won't.
Right.
You know? Like, I don't understand. Women in traffic, like, did you forget there's people in the cars? You know? Like, what are you gonna do? I used to have to say this to my ex all the time. She would like pull in front of people and get out of the car and yell at them and beat on their hoods. What are you gonna do when
are
they
you gonna
get out of
do?
the car?
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
Like,
No way.
not when you're 25 in the army, it's not. You're like, wow. I was just in the passenger seat.
Wow, she's a go-getter.
I like that one.
Maybe we should get her on this episode.
You know, Tackett, that you bring up a good point because women do get aggressive in the car. I was just getting off. I was taking a turnaround here on one of these stupid fucking frontage roads, worst in the world.
You mean baby interstate?
Yes, tiny interstate next to the large interstate. The
You have to
interstate's
step
child.
down. Yeah, you can't just.
baby
Texas wants you to smooth into 25.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm taking this turnaround, and this Honda Ridgeline is coming up, and I'm taking it in. We're coming up to this point, right? The merging point. And instead of pressing on the gas and seeing that I'm slowing down, the Honda Ridgeline decides to slow down equal with me, stop, flip me off, and then continue forward.
Bizarre.
Yeah. And I'm looking at this frail 120-pound
Right.
female going,
If times were different, you'd be my slave.
just all of your decision making was just so irrational. First, instead of speeding up, you slowed down.
Yeah.
Then, instead of like just dismantling the situation and diffusing it, you decide to roll down your window, look out at me, the male,
Yeah.
who's physically larger than you, and initiate some sort of verbal violence.
Yeah. To
Initiate
verbally,
verbal comment.
yeah, to like verbally assault me.
Right.
Like, but it's in that moment though that like
I kill you now.
yeah, but it's in that moment that masculinity is like defined.
Yeah, it's challenged.
It's because like it's something that it's like the whole point of us putting this show together was to make an argument for like healthy masculinity, you know?
Oh, I just laughed and I
Which
went,
we're getting to.
Yeah.
yeah, it's hitting women.
But I mean, pretty sure my granddad smacked my grandma at least once or twice, probably kept the wheels on the bus, but
And they do go round and round.
There's a moment that you have to like, it's a maturity thing to like let a comment go at a bar, to let your like girlfriend say, the girlfriend, wife, whatever, say some wild shit to you that you would never allow a man to say to you, you know, and like let it go.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you don't also let her go.
Right.
But like you don't a weaker human than you, someone that you can physically harm, letting their mouth go, it shows how like out of control of their own emotions they are. They're frail and they're out of control.
It's like a little yapper dog.
Yes, any man that wants to fight you in public that's shooting his fucking mouth off, he's not in control of himself. He has no emotional development. He's not like you just have to let someone, you have to look at them and be like, you weak little bitch. Like,
Yeah.
But it's tough as a guy because like there's people looking at you, you know, especially like a guy shooting his mouth off in public. Like people are looking like, am I gonna let this guy pull my card today? Like, God damn it, you know? Like,
Right.
God damn it, like.
It's that's true. No, that's a good point you bring up because there are times that I've dealt with in relationships where that has been a thing where they start mouthing off and I just kind of look at them and go, yeah, I could still just pin you down. I can still just grab your neck and lead you the way I need you to go.
It's just a
here.
moment of like, I wouldn't let another human say that to me.
Yeah.
What is it about fucking me that makes you think that you get to say that to me? Like man, woman, child, whatever.
These are the conversations we've been having since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
there was
true.
some guy that came home that killed a saber-toothed tiger with his bare
A saber-toothed
hands.
cougar?
A saber-toothed tiger.
Saber-toothed tiger.
A saber-toothed cougar.
What did I say?
What?
You said saber-toothed tiger.
Oh.
He's
What are
just
you?
fucking with you.
Oh, God. You have such a magical wand to just flip the ADHD.
Welcome to the Disney Channel.
Welcome to Man vs. Morning here on Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go, Tyler. Map this shit.
He didn't do anything. Tyler, don't do anything with that.
No, but like you're totally right. There was like a man that literally like wrestled a 2,000-pound tiger and like killed it with his teeth, and then like drugged the meat and the skin home for the family. And he got home and his wife was like, "How fucking dare you get home late? Like who the fuck do you think you are?"
You got blood on my white carpet.
Yeah, because of the very same like saber-toothed white rug that he drug home last week. Like,
Then he went and drank bush lattes with the boys and
Yeah.
complained about it.
yeah, I don't know. Cavemen were probably like drinking their own pee.
Bear Grylls?
Yeah, they just like when they showed up to like they had like a cave that all the men went to, and like when you got to the door, you like pissed in a bucket, and then like got
And
a cup.
everybody's stupid. It's called grog.
Yeah, it was
should
just,
be respected.
It was just in like it was in women's skulls. Dude, early humans were savage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are truly at a point.
It's literally women's suffrage that changed the dynamic of
No, it
like,
is.
I could just grab you and smash your face, and like now you get to vote.
No, it is. Our evolution as society and as people, specifically like in the West, right? In Western developed nations, have brought about so much morality and equity, maybe, that women now feel on a equal playing field in the physical spectrum.
Yeah, in the
And
physical
that's
spectrum.
why it's kind of developed into that.
We're all the way to the fucking point that like there's like legitimate arguments all the time that just keep being like the boats keep crashing against the rocks of reality of like, well, women can do anything men can do, and it's like, well, no, that isn't true because I can't do everything that you can do, and you can't do everything that I can do. You guys are like ignoring the fact that you create life to
Right.
make an argument that you play better basketball than me. That's stupid.
And I don't know who. I do. I just can't say it on the open internet. Threw out the idea that just being able to perform the miracle of creating life inside your body is not something that should be like
Cherished.
respected as
Yeah.
like the greatest thing, but like
Cherished,
you also
protected,
need to go get
respected,
something
like,
else.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's a pretty important part of this whole thing. And it often gets swept under the rug as unimportant or somehow even connotative with being like a slave in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like especially into when you're talking about Western modern feminism.
Yeah, the idea of you being a housewife as a slave.
Yeah, they think that you're taking women back in time.
Yeah. It's like, no.
And we can't even hit them.
Why would I ever, when my children are young, they're the most impressionable, they're the most fragile, but like psychologically, they're the most impressionable. It's when you're learning empathy, it's when you learn these like really core base how you interact with the world kind of dynamics that you don't learn until you're 35 in counseling or whatever, you know? Yeah. And you're like, oh, like my mom didn't hug me and like that's why I need people to like me, like whatever, you know?
My dad hugged me too much.
Yeah, why would I want those foundational years in life to be spent heavily with me or heavily with people that aren't a parent of that child? I would want the most empathetic, sweetest, kindest, most caring, most patient person that I know around those humans during that time. And preferably,
I chose that one.
Yeah, preferably the one that fucking made them, you know, that has the, because they are a product of her. She naturally is going to have more patience and empathy. And every dad in the world is like, 100%. Oh my God, why are you talking so much?
Yeah.
You know, like we all get stressed out by, every man in the world is like stressed by kids at a certain point.
Yeah.
You know?
I love my son so much. He's,
like,
he's 1 year old, 30-minute segments.
Yeah.
Spending an entire day with the guy, I'm like,
yeah, you realize how much work it is and
So
how
much.
women are, if we're doing broad strokes here, how women are more naturally adapt to that role. And not only that,
Wholeheartedly.
but how critical it is for human development. This is not something that we should be putting away in a closet somewhere.
You're just
this is
pumping
something
off
that,
to the state.
Yeah, this is something that we should be going, hey, this is we've done the research, you know, by being here a couple 100,000 years.
Yeah.
And
the research is concluded, everybody.
yeah,
We've got the results.
And the best way to raise children is with a man and a woman who are together in a monogamous relationship, and the woman has the most time to spend with the children.
Yeah.
That is not some, what would you call it, arcane theory
No.
that's no longer applicable.
You're a Nazi Christian white nationalist who obviously wants to beat women and bring about the Handmaid's Tale.
And,
Yeah, fine.
And
Fine.
when
You've said it to me enough times, sure.
yeah, and when you actually do that, or when you see it, you realize that is actually how we are designed. Like there's a best and highest intention of our, not only our DNA, but also our physiology, our mentality, our sociology, whatever ology you want to apply.
So many ologies.
Yeah, it all works better when that is the arrangement. Now, do humans always hit that mark? No. Do good humans come out of situations that are not in that mark? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about it in terms of broad stroke statistics,
Yeah.
and you're talking about it in terms of broad stroke ideologies, that is what it is.
Yeah.
And there's no denying that. And then I think anybody who says that shouldn't be the principal theory that we're aiming at as a society, I don't think is trying to aim our society in the right direction.
Well, they have they have bad intentions from the jump. Why would you steer us away from something that creates a quality product? You know,
Right.
Like you just can't argue that the standard familial,
Yeah.
like that's the way to raise a kid. Like the amount of studies that have been done on it, I don't even know why you would need to do studies on it. But like,
Well, we've been doing them since World War II.
Well, I mean, there's kind of three options of why you would. Either A, you're retarded. B, you have misled empathy. Or C, you're just evil.
yeah, and I think it originated in our culture in a very malicious way. It was very intentional and very malicious.
Well, when you look into the modern feminist movement, yeah.
Yeah, and then it was picked up by a bunch of people that needed to feel self-important and were retarded. You know? Mm-hmm. And then
I know a couple of those.
they sold this like line. It was all of the actors in the Hollywood elite through the 90s. They sell this nonsense into the fucking American ethos that is then picked up by people that are like that have misled empathy. Like it's the idea of like what the fuck happened to men? I make the argument on my Instagram all the time that masculinity is something that you can only give away. It can't be taken from you. Mm-hmm. A weaker sex, a weaker human can't come and take your masculinity away from you. You have to willingly be like, okay, I choose not to kill you with a rock. You know? Why do we just willingly give it away? Like,
Well,
why do we just...
I mean, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, first of all, I'll play the devil's advocate here. If if a woman in this example comes up to you and is being, aggressive, verbally abusive, whatever it might be, well, the first thing is like, well, you recognize that this is effectively tantamount to hitting a child in this situation.
Pretty true.
It's like, so
They're having a temper tantrum. They probably need to eat and have a hug.
yeah.
Maybe get eaten.
Yeah. Now, that doesn't mean that if this person, say this woman is close to you, or it's your spouse, or it's your significant other, well, there might be something that they're trying to say that they don't know how to articulate, or they haven't articulated it perfectly, that you should look into, that is a reflection on your own actions. And you can go, even though that wasn't done right, there's something about it that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something that I'm doing that I should correct. That's the real masculine way to deal with
Your
it.
emotion is real, right? Like, there's something creating that emotion for you. The way that you're handling it shows the difference in man versus woman. It's like a woman has it's what I was talking about like being like the leader of your home. It doesn't mean that everyone works for me. It doesn't mean that I tell everyone what to do. It doesn't mean that all the decisions are made by me. Like, I couldn't get anything done without an equal and like a counterpart,
Yeah.
But it means that like everyone else gets to have a bad day. Everyone else gets to like not regulate their emotions. Dad
Sort
can't
of,
come
yeah.
home and like throw his briefcase across the living room and yell at
it's a
people because
bad-
he
it's a
got
bad
fired.
start.
Yeah, mom
It's a
can
bad
come
start.
home and do that with the groceries because someone said something stupid in the
I
grocery
mean, that's
store.
also a bad start, though.
I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying, like, it's your job as like the flagship of the house. Like, what a father brings to the home is that like consistency.
Yes.
Why is mom being so wild? She's just being hysterical,
She's
son.
being mom, son.
She's just being mom.
She's being mom,
Sometimes she's
son.
got to do
And
that.
that's
son.
not
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
not in any way to say that men do that perfectly at all.
Fuck
Fuck
no.
no.
Humans are
Yeah.
frailed and stupid. This
Yeah.
is broad
Yeah.
It's a broad brush.
Right. But yeah, I mean, so that's the, like, to go back to the leadership thing, like, the ideal, which is what we should be talking about in this context, is not that you're making everybody adhere to your will all the time. It's that you've earned the merit in the position to go, this is the direction that we should go in.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if somebody objects or there's a situation that arises along the way, you address that and you communicate. That's why communication is so important.
Based on your ethics, your morals, your code, and the previous actions that
Yeah.
you have taken to earn that respect
Yeah.
of the family. So where when you go, "Aye," they go, "All right."
Exactly.
right.
It's 100% right. It's literally what I was going to say. The idea of hitting women, the reason that it's our joke for this episode, but the reason it's actually not a good idea is because being like kind and nice is free.
Right.
So there isn't ever a reason to just be disrespectful. There isn't ever a reason to just be mean. There's not a reason to look at someone who can't physically defend themselves from you and physically harm them because you feel like it because of the things that they're saying
that's
or doing.
tyranny.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want your family to follow you, if you expect to be in that leader role, you have to earn the respect. It's maybe one of the single greatest things that was ever said to me ever in my life was a platoon sergeant of mine looking at me as like a young NCO in the Army where I was just yelling at soldiers and just eating everybody's face all the time and making the point that like men that fear you won't run at a machine gun. Men that will respect you will.
Yes.
And he was like, your job is to tell these guys when it's their day to run at a machine gun. They have to respect you.
Yeah.
If I expect my child to do a thing, I must already be the subject matter expert of that thing. I must already be doing the thing. I can't
Being
hold
willing
a
to
standard.
do it yourself.
Yeah, I can't hold a
Yeah.
standard for you that I'm not holding for myself.
Yeah.
And if your kid ever catches you in that, it happens with every parent. I'm like, no, you're not allowed to watch that. And they're like, but you do.
But you're watching
Yeah.
it.
It like waters down everything else that you say. Like everything else that you say is now suspect. Is that
Yeah.
only a rule for me or
Right.
is that a rule for us?
And that's the same thing with hitting.
Yeah.
Like it's in with children, it's a little bit different. Every now and then there is a point where that is necessary within a very narrow context. Outside of that, if you're hitting your wife, for example,
Yeah.
and it's just this regular thing that's happening in the home, you've corrupted everything that a man is supposed to stand for. It's like, no, you're not
Yeah,
You're
people
not-
should
you're not-
follow you willingly because of the quality product that you give them in
Yeah.
who you are.
Yes.
And they look at that and go, I want what
I want
he
that.
has.
I want to be
I was
that guy.
explaining
Yeah,
this to
but
my-
you're always looking forward and you're always developing self so that people follow you. That's the qualities of a leader. A leader has no idea that they are. They turn around and realize people are following them and then they're very uncomfortable with it. People that demand that you do what they say, you're not following them naturally.
Yeah.
You know, if you have to intimidate someone to make them listen to you, you've already lost the game.
This is what I was explaining to my eldest child because, she's the oldest. So naturally, in this age
Super
of
bossy.
childhood that they're in, like
yeah.
she takes on this leadership role. And
Mom number 2.
yeah, and this is this is natural for any kids of this age. But she was kind of like yelling at the youngest one the other day, and I said, "Hey, do you lead from the front with encouraging people with charisma to want to follow you because of your character, or do you demand from them something that makes them do it out of fear? Which one?" And she's 9 and she knew the answer. It's obvious.
And fear can be effective. It works great in China. But it doesn't work as good as collective pursuit, capitalism in America. You know what I mean? Like, fear is a great motivator. It's just not the best.
Right.
Like, you can intimidate your kids into acting right. It's just not the best.
And they'll only act right when they're under your immediate
When-
supervision.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then they'll go out into the world and be actual humans, and
Yeah.
they'll cast off everything that you said to them.
Yeah,
and
or
they'll
they'll-
never listen to any good advice you ever gave them because they think everything you said was wrong.
They turn around, super overbearing parents like that. I don't even want to say overbearing per se. It's like more so than just being overbearing. Overbearing isn't
Overbearing plus.
intrinsically
It's
a
that
bad thing.
plus
Yeah.
overbearing plus.
It's the little
It's-
plus.
Yeah.
But
It's an extra $5 on the subscription.
that
No
person
ads.
gets out into the world
It's
and
that P plus P, dude.
yeah, they immediately have self-destructive tendencies. They want to break something pretty. They want to rebel against you. They want to break everything that you told them not to do. They want to break it. They shoot heroin. They immediately I watched it in the Christian school that I went to.
Yeah.
You either got like married kind of right out of high school and just kind of continued like church, family, school, kids, and like you worked or volunteered in the system or whatever, or you like smoked crack for a couple of years and like just like went.
Well, it's because kids, right? Kids of that age kind of adapt this mindset of if it's an overbearing home, right? Overbearing plus P plus.
Yeah,
Listen,
plus P plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
They look at themselves as the thing, right? Like, I am the precious thing that you didn't want anything to happen to, so I'm going to destroy your work.
Right,
And
yeah.
thus they destroy themselves.
Wow. Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Brilliant point, sir.
I can we now
I've
that
never thought about that.
we've addressed
It's
overbearing
really,
plus.
really important to think about.
Well, do you want to know where I got this? Where I figured this out?
Sure.
do tell.
I can't remember if it was like Goldman Sachs or one of the big banks investing firms.
Yeah.
The CEO's daughter, when she turned 18, immediately got straight into abuse porn to get back at her dad. And I thought about that.
Yeah.
I thought about it for a long minute. I'm like,
Yeah.
listen,
Shit like that'll sit on me for 2 years and I ponder it in
you
traffic.
can have anything. Let's just say it's Goldman Sachs,
Yeah.
right? Just for the sake of argument. You can have anything. Your dad is at a CEO position of a multinational bank investing firm. Money's not an issue for you.
Mm-hmm.
So why do this? Why go that route? You could have done crack. Because that's the one thing that will destroy his legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Because he is imprinted upon you. I only care about the way you appear for me. Thus, I am going to destroy me to make you look bad.
100%. 100%. It was for my dad's like faults and positives in life. One of his faults was
Getting you into abuse porn?
no, yeah. One of his faults was something that like I made a note of as I like pondered my life later on because I did exactly that. My dad always made it a point that like I was a direct reflection of him, and like the point that he was trying to make wasn't a bad point, right?
No,
Like,
it's not a bad thing to
Yeah.
instill that
It's-
upon your children
it's
that
a
you are
very-
leading the next line in the
Needs to be
generation.
done
Yeah.
in the right way.
Yeah.
And there can't be some, okay, you're no longer valuable to me if you don't positively influence
Right.
the way that
Yeah.
I look. That's selfishness.
I think what happened was my dad trying to make a decent point and my mom using it in a like very abusive manipulation way, like really investigating my life more as a kid. Because my mom was always the one that had the like negative spin on everything. And like looking back on it, I don't think that my dad was really the one putting the negative shit into me. But it was something that stuck with me because that's why I did what I did. That's why when I like got kicked out of that school, I was so fucking angry at my dad as a kid that I was like, I don't give a fuck about high school because you want me to graduate high school. I don't give a fuck about getting old. I don't give a fuck, like, just, I don't want to get Tackett. I don't want to carry on the lineage. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna go, like, smoke crack and, like,
I'm gonna
just
blow
go
this up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go blow all this up because fuck you. The one thing you cared about was how I make you look. Like, how now? Everyone that you know in our small town knows I'm selling drugs and shit. How do you look now? You know?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't because I wanted to do it or because I hated myself, or it was, like, directly, like, you beat it into my brain so much that I am the direct reflection of you that, like, I'm just going to tear you down through me. And you can see it, like, across the board with, like, celebrity kids, CEO kids. They all do that shit.
Yeah, I've never understood why that is, and now I think I get it.
Yeah, imagine, like, having to walk the red carpet with Tom Hanks as your dad. That's how you grow up and you become, like, a white gangster rapper.
Yeah.
Like, you know Tom Hanks' son?
Yeah, I know
He's
he's
like
I know he's a rapper.
loser. Yeah, he's a fucking professional
So-called.
loser.
Dude, professional loser is great.
He is. I kind of like him.
You're not talking about Colin Hanks. You're talking about the other one.
I don't know, the rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Colin Hanks has done all right for himself.
Has he? The one that's a rapper will
Skinny
probably...
one.
Yeah, he'll get into politics here soon, like Mom Donnie did.
Yeah, he's...
I'm not joking.
No, I know. I know.
You think Tom Hanks couldn't polish one
Tom
of his...
Hanks?
I can't talk, dude. Tom Hanks would polish one of his kids up and run for office all
Oh.
day. And he's already, like, swimming at Epstein's Island with all of them, so...
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's
Oh, that's a good time to hit women.
Epstein Island.
Yeah, if
and
you find
all
out
of
that,
the
like-
women on Epstein
Yeah.
Island. Actually, I take back what I said at the very beginning. There is one exception. If, for whatever reason, you are kidnapped and forced against your will to Epstein Island, you are not only allowed to hit everyone, you're allowed to kill everyone.
Yeah. Kids the most, though.
No,
'cause, like,
except for the children.
They're
Don't
not coming.
leave them
They're too
alone.
broke.
No,
you gotta,
no,
like,
no,
just
no, no.
kind of, like,
Don't
just
think about anything
backspace
he
that
just
one and
said.
try again.
No.
Cut all that.
I can't have
of
two
it.
episodes in a row making jokes about shooting kids. And we're back.
So the one exception to what I said earlier at the beginning of this episode is that if you're kidnapped against your will and brought to Epstein Island, you can hit all of the women.
All of them.
Yeah,
Specific-
except for the children. Leave them alone.
I almost cooked it a second time.
It's a good thing this isn't live.
Yeah. For real though, if there was like a woman that you should be allowed to just blast in the face on the spot,
Nancy Pelosi?
every ring of
Ghislaine
like
Maxwell.
no, it's like every ring where there's like awful child sex crime shit that happens, there's always a woman that's involved in
Yeah.
it.
That's
Every
true. Yeah,
fucking
that's
time.
true.
There's one.
Yeah.
Did you see the one that was just it went all over my Instagram recently. It was like in Georgia. These guys like built a bunker in the ground. And it was like the ages are absolutely just it's not we're so far beyond like teenagers.
Don't even say
You know
it.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and there's like animals involved and like you're reading the report, you know, just scrolling on Instagram and it's just
Just every line keeps getting
yeah,
worse
it's just
and worse.
so
yeah.
atrocious because it's like Instagram and the AI censoring. So like you're really just getting like the gray matter and you're like your brain is filling in all the other details.
Yeah.
And like as you flip through the pictures of like each one of them like getting escorted out of a van, the last one, like the last picture is this just fat fucking piece of shit woman. Like there's like a special place in hell reserved for women.
It's a
that-
special evil.
yeah, that facilitate putting kids in those environments.
Yeah.
And it's maybe that's like fucked up. I can understand how a man's brain hurts kids. I don't understand how a woman's brain hurts
Because
kids.
of, men are naturally
it's a lion.
displaced to violence.
Yeah, a lion
right?
will kill a cub, right? Like there's something in nature.
Well, when a
And-
lion takes over a herd, it literally kills all of the previous
Yeah.
lion's cubs.
But it's also like all men walk around with kind of this feeling like we all know that we could beat a woman, and like there's plenty of women that could beat my ass, right? But like by and large, I'm not worried about getting in a fist fight with women. I'm worried about getting in a fist fight with men. Women and children are the ones that get on the boat first, right? Like they're the victim class. They're the ones that
We're
are
gonna die.
Yeah, they're afraid of us. A woman is with the children. Why is she's the trusted party? That's why there's always one involved in those things. Is because you need the Maxwell to like make the young girls feel okay, because there's a motherly presence. The evil in using that motherly presence against the child is so much more fucking evil than just like kidnapping in a van.
Yeah,
it's like from the second you snatch him as a dude in a van, it is what it is.
That's a level of evil that is
It's biblical evil.
I'm not making an argument.
It's biblical evil. Yeah. Yeah.
It is. It is. There's a demon inside those people. You should be able to blast those women in the face.
Yeah. Okay, so we stumbled upon one.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
Are we gonna go over green lights to hit women in the face?
Sure.
Okay.
This is an open conversation on a comedy podcast.
I don't think that you can respond in equal violence if they're punching you. If that woman is like a bull, dude. If she's like a motorcycle
If she's a
ride,
bulldog lesbian?
If she's a bulldog, bro, you look that bitch in the eyes and say like, "You swing on me, I'm gonna hit you like a man."
If she's bulled up and she's going at you,
Yeah,
and
you hit her like a man.
If she's bigger than you,
Yeah.
equal force.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. You hit those like a
if
man.
she's if and again, first of all, gentlemen, if you're in this situation, what
Get
you
out.
need to do is immediately afterwards is not just assess the particulars of the physical violence, but also how you got there.
Yeah. Stop drinking at softball league and getting in a fight with lesbians. all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not a quality product for your son.
Yeah, first of all, that's the first question is how'd you get here? But that question aside, yes.
Tackett is a recovered degenerate. He used to get in fights all the time. Now he doesn't get in fights ever. Clear decision-making choices that led to a better life.
Brother, getting arrested sucks, dude.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's not going to jail that sucks. It's not the handcuffs that sucks. It's not sitting in the back of the fucking patrol car listening to some guy who's your age or younger giving you a lecture about how you live. Shut the fuck up, Steven. Just take me to jail. It's none of those things.
Is it getting the finger up your butt,
No.
making sure you don't have drugs out there?
It's the fucking 18 months of unsupervised probation and fucking anger management classes and Narcotics Anonymous classes and like all the stupid shit that you have to do that the court has set up. That's all
NA
like
sucks.
money laundering from like your local government that's run through friends' pockets and like somehow your records get deleted all the time or your payment didn't go through or somehow you like violate and you stay in the system for fucking ever because you couldn't just let something go at Taco Bell. Like it's the dumbest thing in the world. If you could say some slick shit to me at Taco Bell and I could just blast you in the face with a Taco Bell tray and then like go to jail for 12 hours and get out,
We used to
I'm
be-
hitting people all the
We
time.
used to be a
dude.
proper country.
Yeah, I'm hitting people all the time, you know? Now that it's like malicious wounding with a deadly weapon because of the tray, and now I got I'm gonna do 6 months in county, and then I've got 3 years of unsupervised probation and anger management classes that I'll never totally get through, and like, so stupid.
It's
not worth
I
it.
do generally agree that we've gotten a little too far. We've gone a little too far
Yeah, you should be able to hit people in public
with
still.
that. I mean, yeah. I mean,
If a man, the idea that like if I'm in Walmart and a man smacks my wife or my girlfriend or my daughter's ass and I hit him in the face,
is that not grounds?
at minimum we're both going to jail.
I would
It's
absolutely.
assault both ways.
I wouldn't. Yeah, you'd have to. Wouldn't
Yeah,
would
but if you fuck him up, like if you hit him, get on the ground and beat him like unconscious, you're
yeah.
just going to jail for malicious wounding.
Which
and-
you should.
Which
you
you should.
beat him unconscious.
Yeah. If a man smacked Wendy's ass in public,
I would turn around and immediately hit him in the face.
immediately.
Yeah.
But once I've started, it's kind of like drinking.
See, I don't
I don't
see
have
it-
a problem
I wouldn't,
walking
I
away
probably wouldn't do that.
Once I've engaged.
If I hit him and he went down, I'd probably then say next time I'm going to smack you in the ass.
Nah.
And I'm going to do a lot worse.
See, this
I'm
is
gonna
why you guys
permanently
would probably
disfigure
stop.
you. You're going to remember me every time you look in the mirror.
See,
I
this
don't-
is
every
why
time you look
this
at
is
me,
why
you
you
do
train
it.
martial arts
Yeah.
so you can get 3 in before he hits the
Sure.
ground.
Yeah. If me and you are in a bar, right, and we're just like fucking testosteroning against each other and getting a fight, and I get the better of you and you go down.
Yeah.
Me fucking you up, like once you're on the ground, is fucked up. Other people should fuck me up if I start trying to like hit you on the ground or kick you on the ground. It's like black hoodlum shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, this is like simple man rules. Bar fight shit. Let it go.
You hit the ground, you're done.
You touch my fucking like wife or child or some shit like that in public,
If
especially
they did it,
out of the
if
bar
they did it to my
environment.
child, I would probably jump on them when they hit the ground. Because that's a
Yeah.
child.
Now, if you're like sober in public, you're just in John Q. General Public and Walmart, and you have the fucking nerve to do that shit, I'm gonna do one for society. You get to work a special job where the government helps buy your groceries from now on because you can't spell your name anymore.
I mean, that's your prerogative. I probably wouldn't retaliate in the same fashion. There's a difference between a response and a reaction.
Well
That's really
said,
good.
sir.
I think sometimes a reaction is worthy. And it's like a green light I've waited for in my life. Like, cross that line. I miss being violent. Cross
You
the
don't.
line.
I don't believe in reactions. I believe in responses.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Now that doesn't mean I don't react sometime. I'm not like Jesus Christ. I'm just saying like the ideal is to respond and not react.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Alarm goes off.
Act, don't react.
Yeah.
Alarm goes off. You come through the big, beautiful living room you have.
Thanks.
And there's just some fucking skinny crackhead dude standing
Get on
in
the
your living room.
floor or you die
Oh, I shoot that dude in the gut.
immediately.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe not in the gut. Maybe like in
I
the
would give
chest.
him a verbal command first.
But I know at 10 feet I can shoot you in the face. I know I can make that shot.
I'm not going for the face. I'm going for this.
We're gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, I'm going for
Yeah,
this.
yeah. So my question is, I want the reactionary moment in things. I want there to be a part of life.
Pines for it.
Yeah.
Yearns.
The what did you just say? It was reactionary versus
Response.
Response.
Yeah.
The response is, oh, bow, end the threat, right? It isn't a smart decision to like shoot them and then walk over and like make sure that they can't stab you or shoot you or something, and then just like chat with them while their lungs fill with
Okay,
blood.
so let me
But like
answer.
I'm
this.
chatting while your lungs fill with
Let
blood.
me answer this. First thing I'm doing is I'm giving the guy a strict verbal command: get down on the ground or you die.
Yeah. Shout, shoot.
Yeah.
Show.
If he does anything except for get on the ground,
Shoot.
maybe he responds with, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm drunk.
I
I'm in
thought
the
this was
wrong
my
house."
house.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You identify
yeah.
before you pull the trigger, always. Pending that, if he immediately charges at me or he
Yeah.
tries to get away, no. That's no.
I'm not saying to
rounds are
shoot
going.
shadowy figure, but like if you're in the. My point is more
And
like
I would shoot here because it's the easiest place to hit.
it is,
And it's also safer for placement because the rounds are going down.
these are all valid points. I'm saying more like, are you gonna end the fight and call 911, or are you gonna be like, you've come in my cave, motherfucker?
Well,
Like we're having a chat.
It-
then I'm calling out. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
make
assume-
sure you're dead.
let's
then
assume-
I'm calling
let's assume
911.
the worst.
This is not legal advice.
let's assume the worst. Let's assume he charges at you. So you hit him with as many rounds until he stops moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if he's still alive, then you go, what were you thinking? And then,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, like, I want to like get down and I want to look in your eyes. I want you to look in my eyes. I want my face to be
There's
the
a
last
level of malice
thing you
here
see.
that
Yeah.
that the law
'Cause you've come in my
actually
cave.
recognizes.
Right. It's what I'm saying. Like, there's some things in life we're going to jail for. Someone smacks my wife's ass in public. I'm not just punching you in the face. I'm going to jail today. But I decided that a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like, you crossed the line in the sand for me. You've come into my house. I'm not just going to, like, call the cops and hope that you run away. Like, you died.
I would put them on the ground. I just want to be clear about that. Like, I'm hitting that guy until he goes onto the ground.
Yeah.
And then once he's on the ground, that's a different situation. Now you stop.
Yeah.
The reasonable response is to stop.
It's just something I think about when I watch, like, cop body cameras all the time.
This is a fascinating conversation.
Like,
to
when you
have
watch-
on the open internet.
Like, cop body cameras, they'll engage someone and, like when you I can't say any of that shit on YouTube. When you've engaged a biological target with your firearm, it's pretty fucking
you go.
obvious if
Yeah.
you've been effective or not. You
Yes.
know, they will just stand at 15 feet and continue to yell like, "Let me see your hands," and like all these safety protocols and stand off
Yeah.
and like, dude, that guy was just shooting at me,
yeah.
and I know that he can't shoot at me anymore.
Because he's on the ground.
Yeah, because he's on the ground or he's slumped in the driver's seat of his car or whatever, dude.
Yeah, but you don't not do that as an officer.
No, but it's a
execute
good
those commands.
it's a good safety protocol.
Yeah,
that,
because
like,
in
law
the
enforcement-
one instance out of 1,000 that the guy's still up,
yeah, he just lazily
Yeah,
points his pistol to your
then-
face. Yeah,
then
but
you've
you're
done
just
everything you
encroaching
can.
on the.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, if you were just shooting at me and I have the opportunity to talk to you about the fact that you lost, we're having that chat.
he's pining for the war again.
Brother.
You hear this? I
Brother.
don't think that's good advice. I don't think you should do that.
No, it's terrible. If I
Okay.
was just
Yeah.
saying, like,
No, I think he was explicitly clear. This is not good advice at all.
terrible legal advice, but it's why I don't have like security cameras in my house. Like, I'm the one that tells that story.
Sure.
Like.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. It's just leftover from my days playing football in Afghanistan. When your team makes a good tackle, it feels good to stand over the guy you tackled and look him in the fucking eyes while he takes his last breath. It was me, motherfucker. I did it.
Yeah.
It feels good. Like, take me into the
Fuck
afterlife.
you, Second Infantry.
Yeah. All the 72 virgins coming for you look like me.
I'm a virgin.
I'm a virgin.
You'd play football against the Afghans?
Yeah, with guns and shit.
The Afghan guard, though.
It's
the
a,
guys that were on our side.
It's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
Ah, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Oh, you're playing football.
Yeah,
Football.
yeah, and
Got
like
it.
you've tackled somebody.
Well, that's warfare, though.
yeah,
That's a different.
No, but I'm just saying, like, there's a little piece of my spirit that, like, oh, you've entered the wrong cave.
Yeah.
In this cave, we're gonna chat. Like,
If I was in a war zone, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
All bets are off. That's
yeah,
a
when you came
different-
into my living room with a crack
a
pipe and a
different-
pistol, you. Hey!
I don't know. I still. I don't know. Perhaps it's the lawyer. In
When
me.
Fortunate
Probably
Son
is.
flicked on and the front door deadbolt auto locked behind you, you were like, uh-oh.
It's probably the lawyer in me. But I,
Dude, I love the memes where it's like, what would you... It's the...
Alexa.
It's those two black guys that jump over the fence, and they're like, what would you do if we came in your backyard, like, on the phone? And it just cuts to, like, there's a million of, like, these
Yeah.
veteran responses.
Yeah.
It's like, Alexa, like, and it, like, flicks all the lights off, and Fortunate Son comes on, and, like, the sprinkler in the front spraying gasoline and shit.
Wendy
War
had,
dogs.
Wendy had an
War dogs
incident
starts
one
playing.
time when we were living in LA. We had this backyard and there was an alley, and before they built the tram, before all the homeless people used the tram, they would just walk from
As
LA
God
to Santa
intended.
Monica. Yeah. And then they built the tram, and now they all use the tram and
Son of a
probably
bitch.
don't pay for it.
Nope.
not.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. They gotta use that money for crack,
Yeah,
dude.
they're trying
Right.
to shoot fentanyl in their dick hole, dude. They don't have time for
So
tram
obviously
fees.
this type of person is constantly searching for a quick buck, you know, whether it be in a car or whatever.
Yeah.
And one time,
Yeah, you just don't keep stuff in your cars anymore. Keep it unlocked, windows down.
that's
ridiculous.
insane.
When they told people to just roll their windows down,
Yeah,
ridiculous. dude.
yeah, just give up.
Yeah, just give up.
Yeah.
We're not going to do anything about it because fuck you. Yeah.
One time when I first moved to California, I slept on a balcony just like you did.
Hell yeah, brother.
And it didn't rain for like 9 months, and so I just had all this shit out there, and I would just sit out there and smoke fucking Black and Milds, and it was a dark time in my
There
life.
was a reason that we fuck with each other.
Yeah, and I was sitting out there one night, and I just saw this piece of shit just walking down the street, checking all the car doors, and I was just watching him, and he didn't know I was there, and he was just walking, and as he got close in front of where I was, I just went, "Hi!"
Yeah.
I just yelled at him, started swearing at him, and he just like,
Yeah.
They scurry like cockroaches.
yeah, they scurry like cockroaches. Yeah.
Did you
And
never-
then this one time, Wendy was at the house and I wasn't there, but we had this 110-pound German Shepherd, and
Fritz!
Yeah.
Sick him.
yeah, he spoke German.
Heil, Fritz!
He didn't say hail.
Hail.
Yeah.
Hell.
But his commands were in German, and
Hard as nails, dude.
That's all they speak, German Shepherd.
Juden!
this hand comes over, and there's these two guys in the alley trying to open up the back gate, which we had a car gate that entered into the backyard.
You were just like rubbing his ears while he was like,
And Wendy just let him out.
yeah.
And he just went nuts, and these guys ran off.
Yeah.
But yeah,
To like, on a serious note of our conversation, if someone comes to my house, my adrenaline's just gonna dump and I'm just gonna smoke that dude probably. But like, people used to come in the gun shop that I worked at all the time, and they're just trying to have conversation, you know. But they would say like, "What's the best gun for home defense?"
And then Tacky got way too serious.
No. The answer is really, it's a dog, dude.
Yeah.
It's a dog. It doesn't have to be a big dog. It's not about having something that's violent. It's about having something that just makes a shit ton of noise. It wakes you up.
Yeah.
It gets you up. Gets you in the fight. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if any gun is a good
that
gun.
and then a
You
300
need to-
blackout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay. Here's my argument against that. Guys used to come in. They'd want the NVG like nighttime boy squad.
the Night Stalker.
Yeah, hit YouTube, and everyone was like, "Oh, dude, someone breaks in my house. Like, I've got nods and body armor and a suppressed 300.
You're
and
in
an
there
IR
getting
laser."
geared up for a half hour.
Right.
Hold on.
Right. Like, no. If someone
I've
breaks,
made videos making fun of
yeah,
this.
if someone breaks in my house at nighttime while I'm there,
I'm
they're
naked.
trying to be sneaky and quiet. You know. What's more rattling to that nervous system? 2 crackheads and one of them just hits the fucking floor and shell casings hit the floor upstairs? Or an 8-inch 308 with a fucking muzzle brake on it where you're getting flashbanged every time I pull the trigger. There's a fire-breathing dragon coming down the stairs. I'm in control of it. It's not bothering me.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I'm
knocking fucking pictures off the walls.
And I'm chasing after you like this,
Yeah.
and all you're seeing is
Yeah,
this.
you just, every time the flash goes off, my dick's in a slightly different position.
It's like a strobe light.
Yeah. Of hate, dude.
Strobe
And
light
it's like
of hate.
8-inch, so the 308's just keyholing like a fucking field goal the second it comes out of the barrel, dude.
You're getting hit by a semi-truck.
Yeah, but it's not over
Yeah,
penetrating
I
the
don't.
neighbor's house.
I don't have like nods or like a plan for that.
No,
It's
it's
just
just-
that's why I have a 2,000 whatever lumens
Yeah.
light on the end of the barrel.
Yeah.
You just blind that dude.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to set up a house with an emergency switch right next to it, where when I hit it, all of the lights just start going. Bah, 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 bah.
Okay, so I want like a switch like that. So I like to think of like, if say like the whatever 3-letter agency and like
And Carol
the
of the
best
Bell starts
the
playing.
best like tax SWAT team, like I've done something where like I'm surrounded and there's like legit good dudes coming in the door to get me, right? Like
You're a bad
how
guy
do
at
like
that
what
point.
what's my defense plan for that? How do I fight a guy like me, right? It's same
A
policy.
worthy enemy.
They're coming in sneaky, right?
Right.
Your SWAT team, shit like that shows with the house. They're gonna kill the power to your house. Like you're not gonna.
Yeah, they're
I
gonna
want a
put on
backup
s-
generator when I flick it that it just turns on all these outside lights and just cooks off about 50 tannerite garden gnomes in the front yard.
Yeah.
No one wants to fuck with that guy anymore. Your nods are useless. We're all gonna fight in the daytime. I'm naked and there's just explosions going off everywhere.
I'm actually a thinner target now.
I've lived that
I'm
experience.
covered in grease for some
Yeah,
reason.
I've lived that experience. It's stressful, dude. Like,
Wait,
when shit
wait,
just starts
what?
blowing up everywhere.
You've lived that experience?
Hell yeah, dude. I've been RPG'd multiple
Oh,
times.
you mean
The
you
fob
mean
was
when
just
shit
done.
just starts
exploding.
blowing up?
Yeah,
Not
when
in
you're
the-
just
not
like-
where you're raiding a house or you're in the house that's being raided.
and the man's
No,
covered in.
yeah,
Okay.
no. I mean,
Cisco.
IEDs are pretty rattling because they just happen, But like mortars and shit like that, it's horrifying. Once one thing blows up, you're like, what else is gonna blow up?
Think about having like a home fire system that just sprays piss.
Yeah, no, it's kerosene, and you're out the back
We're all
door.
gonna die. The Afghans had mortars,
Fuck yeah.
did they?
Russians,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of American shit too.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
A whole
How'd they
bunch
get
of
that?
I
American
just want to
shit.
blame Russia for
Well,
it.
it depending on what decade we're in. The Mujahideen's good guys, bad guys. The Taliban's good guys, bad guys.
Yeah.
We just sat down and said, like, hey, all right, everyone, the entire conflict that's happening in Iran, we're going to give it over to the leader of ISIS, who's a legitimized political entity in the world now.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Good
It sounds
guys,
great.
bad guys.
He's part of the UN, right?
Yeah. No, they used to shoot 120s at us like 3-4 times a day. Hell yeah.
That's significant.
Yeah, that's how I was. Have I showed you the
That's
pictures
like
of the?
that's coming from miles away.
Have I showed you the pictures of the when I was taking a poop and it got mortared?
No.
Oh, when this episode's in, I'll show you those pictures.
Oh,
Those are
bunch of
coming from like a
fractures.
full mile away.
yeah, pretty good distance.
Yeah.
They would put Chinese 107 rockets. Have you ever seen those trucks like the Russia has, where it's like a box and it's just like a bunch of rockets all go off? They'll take those individually and just lay them on a rock, and they'll basically light a cigarette to a fuse, and then they just fuck off. And they'll leave like 3 or 4 of them, and they're gone by the time like whatever their very rudimentary timing device. Sometimes it'll be like an electrode on like a piece of styrofoam and wire on the bottom of like a water jug, and they like unplug it, and as the water runs out, they touch
Sure.
each other.
Yeah.
Really rudimentary timing things, but just they're not there. And then
Yeah.
those rockets shoot off the rocks, but they're pretty good with them. They like blew up the building next to the one I was in, the 107.
Jeez.
Took the whole building out. But I'm just saying, like when you're like going about your day
Yeah.
and shit blows up, it doesn't, you can't react to it. There's like a solid 60 seconds of like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Why was that thing that was there isn't there anymore?
It's why during mass shootings, when rounds
Oh,
start
they
going
just-
off, people just go,
They just freeze. Yeah, they just
"What was
freeze.
that? What was that?"
Yeah, it's the guy we were talking about in that last episode that like walks over to the cop
Mm-hmm.
and like leans down to look at her. Like you've never been
His
in that
OODA
environment.
loop's off.
Yeah, your OODA
Yeah.
loop is just cooked. You've never been in that environment before.
Well, a lot of people are. I think another thing is knowing what gunfire is up close versus gunfire far away.
Yeah. That's
and
very
just
true, too.
being desensitized to just bang, bang.
Yeah, just shit all the time.
Yeah, like that actually, that's why it's important to actually shoot on a range
Mm.
because you get desensitized to gunfire. And when gunshots go off, you don't immediately just go into this shock mode where you're not around this because when you're first exposed to them, that is kind of how it is. You're like, you're kind of shaky Yeah,
you just don't know. Well, and people don't believe it.
Yeah.
They're out at like Costco or whatever, and the active shooter will be through a whole magazine before people are like really starting to react to it. Because like you can watch crowds turn and look at active shooters,
Yeah.
and like everyone's noticing it, but their brain is like, that's not.
Because
You
it can't be happening. To
Yeah,
them.
it can't be happen. That's such an extreme thing, and your adrenaline has just soaked your brain already. You're just in complete. The reacting to like traumatic events is the same as recovering from them.
Yeah, they're
like you
they're
go
in
through
shock.
you go through the same like phases of grief, but just in the moment itself. Like in the first step is just pure disbelief, long before you get to the acceptance and action. Like,
Yeah.
When I was really young, me and my buddies, we went out to our shooting spot, and there were these massive, massive boulders out there, and we were like, "You guys want to know what it's like, what it sounds like to get shot at?" And so we would go out there, hide behind a boulder, and have our buddies shoot past the boulder, and just like, it doesn't sound like you think it sounds.
No.
You just hear a little crack.
yeah.
What was that?
You know they're close when it makes your ears ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whiz bang, sketchy. Whiz wing. Fucking feet are moving, dude.
But I think this is a good kind of segue into kind of what we were talking about off camera, which was people who are just completely unobservant. I've been walking around the grocery store, and every single time I walk around the grocery store, I ask myself, how many people know what's going on to their like 4:30 and 7:30?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nobody. Even their 3 and 9. You know what I mean? People just walk around the grocery store.
Yeah. It's what we were talking about off camera where I like to just kind of fuck with people. It's because, like, no one is paying attention at all. Like, at all. I feel like I'm the only person walking around with my, like, head up in public.
I'm
like,
waiting for something bad to happen.
The next time you're in
That's why I don't like going out in public.
Well, that's true. The next time you're at HEB, though, like, just, like, put something in somebody's cart.
Oh, dude, it's so easy.
Like,
I could be such a bad human being, and I choose not to.
yeah.
I've been granted
very
so
valiant
many
of you.
gifts in life. I've got sticky fingers. I'm morally corruptible. I'm a great liar, and I choose not
You
to.
ever thought about running for office?
You know what? I would be a great fucking politician.
You just check the whole
I just
list,
gotta wear
dude.
shoes. Nico's really trying to buy me
Oh,
a
I
nice
thought
pair
you
of
said
shoes.
Negroes. I was very confused there
No.
for a second.
No, Nico.
Nico.
Nico's trying to buy me a nice pair of shoes. Maybe I should take him up on that and go get a suit.
And run for office.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Senator Meeks, it's got a good.
It does. Morally corruptible. Sticky fingers.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Vote for me.
Vote for me. Isn't that the gift of politicians, though? Isn't that like
not
what
a
they're
gift.
supposed to be?
It's not a
Is that
gift.
we then look at them and say like, no, I want you to say this,
Yeah, they're like actors.
and they're like, yeah, whatever you guys want, as long as that money keeps rolling in, right? We lost control of how they get paid.
yeah, they're actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely lost control of how they get paid.
Yeah, we need to get control of how they make their money again, and then we have control of the government again. We don't need a boogaloo thing. We
Just
need to,
stop financing all of it.
yeah, no more super PACs.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, that would be a good start.
Man, we talk about a lot of things on this show. Beat your
do.
wife, get rid of super PACs.
Yeah. Yeah.
The difference between self-defense and murder.
Yeah.
It's a full spectrum.
Don't take his advice on that one. by
Ever.
the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
No, it's not
bad
advice. Not advice. It is a joke. This is a comedy show.
Is it?
We're laughing. All of us are laughing together. Ha 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 ha!
Let's take this full circle.
'Kay.
Okay. We started this episode on the ethics of hitting women, which we established some principles about that.
It's generally never.
Yeah. Now,
Generally.
where I was going with that is, what are the principles then of being a good man in that situation?
In that situation?
Yeah. Say you have a flare of anger and you feel like that's a rational response. You know it's not right. What is the difference between the right and the wrong?
A quote that I go back to a lot, or the idea that I go back to a lot, is that a good man is a man that is capable of extreme violence or harm that has it willfully under control. Right? So in those moments of extreme anger, you're allowed to feel it, but you have to grimace through it. And you have to control it.
Yeah.
Well, it's the process of men that flash out violently are weak uncontrolled men. They're like, if you look up like men that like murder their families or like do like crazy shit like that, they're never like a BJJ guy.
No.
I don't know. Maybe there's some like cops and soldiers out there that have done some crazy shit. So maybe this isn't the best example.
Yeah, but that's like severe trauma and like CTE stuff.
But like for you, like to say that you're like a dangerous man, you've had like physical or some other type of like altercation. Like you've tested your mettle, right? Mm-hmm. And it's in the process of learning how to be violent and testing your mettle against other men that you learn like how frail you are, you know? And it teaches you a respect for how frail other people are. When you've earned that skill and that ability to draw your gun and take someone's fucking life super quick, all of a sudden you realize how silly what they're saying to you is. Because I could just fucking kill you, man.
Yeah.
It's not worth me shooting you in this Walmart and going to jail over it. So fuck you. I'm just gonna walk off. You know,
Right.
I don't have anything to prove. I already proved it. It's men that they got something to prove. They're not testing themselves. They're not doing anything with themselves all the time. They're just sitting around up to fuck nothing. And then some guy comes along and says something to them in Walmart, and they feel like, oh, I gotta fucking prove who I am today.
They lose who they are because they're under the influence of alcohol or drugs or whatever it might be else.
So true. I don't think I've ever been in a fist fight sober, ever.
Yeah, and then that can take a good person and destroy them. I mean,
He definitely send you down a bad road.
Yeah.
You get arrested and then have a little trouble getting like a decent job after that, and you don't have a great support system, and you just slip back into bad decisions and bad life, and that shit will just start to roll like a snowball.
Right. And that's it's I don't know if this is a right analogy, but it seems correct. It's like weight loss and weight gain. Everybody that gains a bunch of weight, then they decide, oh, I want to be done with this in 60 days.
Yeah.
Shoot me with the Ozempic and whatever it takes.
Yeah. It took them 35 years to put it all on. They want it gone in 6 months.
And bad decisions are the same way. You start snowballing those bad decisions. Well, it's going to take some time to get out from under them. You know, it's like the consequences of them are going to keep falling on you.
Yeah. It's taken me about 10 years since I noticed the decisions that I had made.
Yeah.
It's taken me about 10 years to get out from underneath of them, and I'm still working on it.
Yeah. And that's a real fact. And there is no way but through. But that's just all the more incentive to make right decisions, because it might not seem like it at the time, especially when you're starting out in life or like when you're starting out in manhood. But it might seem like, oh, well, I made a right decision and then no good deed goes unpunished. I got slapped in the face for it, whatever it might be. But it is true. Those good decisions snowball on themselves. And then it's just like working out. Like the more you do it, the more you realize like, hey, this is good for me. I don't want to do it every day, but this is ultimately puts me on the right path. And when I can do that consistently, then I can earn out whatever position I want to be in life.
I was watching a movie or a TV show or something with, I don't know, I was snuggled up watching TV. But there was a dad on whatever we were watching that said it really poignantly, that the more good decisions, like when you make a good decision, it opens up more options for you later. Like it just opens up more decisions for you. When you make a bad decision, it limits your the amount of decisions you have now.
100%.
It curtails you into reacting to the bad decision, whereas a good decision opens up doors and opportunities. And like that's how you can like weigh the two.
Yeah.
Is like you have a decision to make in your life, like which one is going to make you reactionary to it and which one is going to open up more things and provide more options. Like that's, you're like, if I hit you in Walmart, I'm going to have to deal with the decision now. Versus if I walk away, I can go home and watch TV. I could fuck my wife. I can whatever, you know, like.
I could hit and then have sex with my wife.
Right. As long as you're having sex, it isn't domestic violence.
Oh, God.
How rough she likes it, domestic violence.
All right. Well,
Tell me I'm
Tell
me I'm lying.
anything else to say about this, gentlemen?
I do. I've got another thing. I think a mark of a good man is being able to get bit and still calm the situation, being able to be burned and handle the pain of it, right? Like it's dealing with a troublesome dog, right? Women are just beasts, really. And sometimes when you're dealing
like troublesome dogs.
Sometimes when you're dealing with a dog who's been scorned, beaten, or is just in a bad place, they're animals that lash out. Obviously, women are more than that. They're not. But if you try and console that animal, it might bite you. But the way to deal with that isn't by reacting and thus hitting the creature. It is to show that you're so far beyond that place that you're not going to bother me with what you do.
Yeah. it's not the adage of like biblically from the Bible that gets like used in weird context all the time of like, if you've been struck, you just need to be such a pacifist pussy that you just turn and let them strike the other cheek.
I've got something for
like,
that.
no, you don't get to hit me again. Like, I'm gonna fucking get a hold of you and like, we're done with this.
So you want to
But,
know
like,
something interesting?
I'm not going to react to what you've done. I'm just not going to continue to allow it to happen.
So you want to know something interesting?
Yes.
Apparently, from what I hear from the Instagrams, turning the other cheek. So the passage is when you are struck on the left, correct? Is it the left? If you are, that is your right side. When you are struck on the right, turn the left to face them.
Yeah.
Apparently, someone striking you, it would generally be with the backhand. It's like, I'm disgracing you. To turn your left cheek to face them, they can't strike you with the back of their hand. Thus, they have to meet you as equals, not a lesser.
Yeah, there's also something in that a lot of times people miss, and they misinterpret it to be the analogy that you said, which is you should just turn
turn
over the
the other
fucking
cheek.
barrel.
Yeah, just roll over.
Roll over and get fucked.
The old adage was an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Now, a lot of
Robert's
times
code.
people think of that as like meet violence with violence. It was actually considered to be a limitation on violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you stole from my shop. Thus, I cut off both your hands.
Which comes from a measured, calculated, in control of his own emotions man.
Yeah. So
Hey, you blinded me? I'm only going to take one of your eyes.
right.
I'm taking them both, dude.
It
And
comes
your
from
ears.
it comes from a limitation on the reaction of the violence, but that's the reaction side. The response side says, I'm not going to meet your evil or your hate or your anger with the same thing. That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the message
Yeah.
behind that metaphor.
It's like a dog that you just brought home from the pound starts nipping at you. You just got to hold on by the collar and calm it down.
Yeah.
You don't just start kicking the fuck out of it.
Right.
Right.
Like, unless it is a threat to your life, and then you kill it. Right.
Right.
And it's the same rule for humans. Some guy spitting stupid shit off at the county fair when you're walking around with your family, not a reason to fucking kill that guy. So you keep it moving.
No. We were at, this is such a stupid story, but we were at the, like, Little League, and some guy was obviously drunk, and he got, I know, it's like, brother,
As Little League will
yeah,
be.
It's like,
I'm so excited for Little League,
brother.
dude. Gonna get hammered.
It's all the softball dads, man.
And this guy got upset about some call. It's a fucking
one does.
Little League baseball.
No,
game,
dude, this
first
is
of all.
life.
Like, I can't stress this enough.
Yeah, it's
That is
important
me
that-
out there.
He
It's important that your
followed
kid loses as much as they
after
win.
the game ended. He followed the umpire from like one end of the park, where there's like quads of baseball fields.
Yeah.
He followed him from one different set of quads to the other set of quads where the umpire, who's like a minimum wage volunteer, basically.
Yeah.
Like who's just
Who's a
doing it
middle-aged
'cause
dad doing his best to not hit his fucking wife at home. But you're fucking with someone you
he
don't
followed
understand,
that
man.
guy, and then
Don't go into his cave.
like was being confrontational with like the whole situation, and I was encouraged by the reaction of the community, because like all the other guys who are like the coaches and stuff, like we all recognize each other. We might not know each other's names, but like we
Yeah.
know like, hey, that guy's fine. Like that guy's fine. Well, so he comes over and he's doing this thing. First of all, there's one guy that is like a linebacker stature. Like I would not. He's the nicest guy.
No, you fight him first.
Yeah, but
You gotta
if
shoot your shot.
That
That's
guy,
because that man
yeah.
is fully capable of violence.
Yeah, you gotta-
and he knows exactly
yeah.
what he's capable of. That's why he's
giant,
nice.
giant black guys.
So
Always the nicest
They
dudes
talk
in
so
the world.
calm.
Mike Tyson, baby.
So fucking calm, dude.
And so he's first of all, he's antagonizing that guy,
Yeah.
which is just a bad idea from the start.
No, you got to hit him first. You
And-
got to expend the most amount of energy on the biggest
Yeah.
problem.
And this guy was the guy who was the antagonist was obviously not thinking clearly. He wasn't a small guy either. He was probably 6'2", and not a small guy, but then this sort of like collection of men gathered around and were like, okay, do we? And I got there right as the situation was ending, and eventually the guy just kind of like stumbled off and like left, you know, how those situations are
Yeah.
where he's still turning around when he's walking away, like trying to antagonize the situation. And it was just so dumb. But the point is, like, I was encouraged because if that guy actually tried to do anything, like, it would have been squashed
So quickly.
immediately.
Yeah.
And then they kicked him out of the entire league. Like he can't participate in it.
Yeah, way to go. You got your kid kicked out.
Yeah,
nerd.
exactly.
Yeah,
and
and
that's the point
He
where
yelled at his kid while he drunk drove home.
yeah, and that's the point. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're at the point where you're doing stuff like that, and you're like, those are giant red flags.
Yeah.
Like
Seek up.
you need to stop what you're doing, and you need to address that, and you need to fix that, and it's not going to be easy, and there's going to be shame involved, but also the actions were shameful.
You
so-
should feel shame.
But that doesn't mean that you can't be
But it's
on the other side of it.
you can listen to any like professional fighter, and you can watch any like street bar fight, like surveillance camera crap on YouTube. You know.
Yeah.
The guy who's like foaming off at the mouth and yelling and talking shit all the time.
Yeah.
He's not in control of himself. He's
No.
not in control of his emotions.
Yeah.
That guy, unless he's fighting another one of that guy, and then
Yeah.
it's just they're both sloppy dog shit.
Right.
That guy is almost always given a pass for 15 minutes by the bouncer.
Yeah.
Before the bouncer
Right.
just gives him a taste of violence.
Yeah.
One little taste of violence.
And it's generally
was
a
in-
large black man that's
I was
going
in-
to push you very hard.
Right, and you're like watching the video like, oh my god, he's going to kill you. Like,
Yeah.
But that is like the moment where like you then, as the goal in your life to be a good father, a good husband, a good fighter, a good fucking golfer, like you need to be regulated and calm. You need to be in control of the decisions that you make.
it's not
and
easy.
when you decide to be violent, it
worth
needs
it.
to be violent.
Yeah.
You're not. It's the idea of like cops don't shoot you in the leg.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I'm gonna open violence, like your minimum, you're like going to
Yeah,
sleep.
we're not
like,
revving.
Yeah,
It's red line.
I'm not gonna like trip you.
Yeah.
And be like, fuck off, man. Fuck off, man. I tripped you. I used my little karate kick and tripped you. Like, no, I'm gonna fucking blast your jaw off your face with a kick, and then
We're done.
I was in.
We're done, aren't we?
I was
Like-
in Lodi one time.
I don't know how to do that.
And I was with my tattoo artist at the time, and he happened to know the Diaz brothers who live in Stockton or Lodi, and they came down to the bar we were at, and they came with a posse, and one of the guys in the posse was like this little dude who just did not like me.
But didn't like anybody.
Yeah, he didn't
he
like
looked in the
anybody.
mirror like this every day and was like, God damn it!
And he,
a little bulldog.
and he
He's trying to get the sink.
for 15 minutes, this guy was trying to start shit with me, and he just like he was already drunk, and like he just
And he came in with the Diaz brothers, so you just made some assumptions.
yeah, and he just chose me as like the thing he was gonna go after that night.
Well, you
And-
got to resource like the most energy on the biggest problem.
Yeah, and then eventually, like he's getting to the point where it's like, okay, we're getting to the point where this is gonna become physical, and finally, I think it was Nate came over, and he was like, and he just put his hand on him, and he's like, hey, you're done. You're done. And the guy was like, oh, but man. And he was like so sad to be kicked out of the group that night. And then
You guys do this all the time. Like,
Yeah, you're Nate Diaz.
imagine the Diaz brothers telling you to calm down.
yeah, right.
You've crossed a line.
Exactly. And then they told him to leave, and then he had to leave, and he was all sad about it. And I just felt bad for him because he was obviously dealing with something else that was totally unrelated.
It's the thing that it's so hard for us to see when you're in that moment. Some guy has pulled your card
Yeah.
in public, right? And you're holding my man card, and you're saying like, you gotta get it back from me. You gotta get it back from me.
Yeah.
And it's this moment of
No,
like,
I've got 20 of them. You're good.
Yeah,
it's a
it's-
Chinese counterfeit anyway.
It's this moment of like when you let that guy, when you don't react to it, and he just continues to yell and you just never let him get your ass.
Yeah.
He will fuck off eventually.
That's what
People
happened.
around you are gonna fuck him off.
Yeah.
Like you just not, and that doesn't mean walk away from him,
No.
shirk yourself.
No.
You should
Yeah.
be like, hey man,
That's what I
like,
did.
You cross where you are, and we're
Yeah.
into it. Like fuck off. Like you should be telling someone to fuck off.
I did.
My point is, if you're in that environment and that guy shows his ass and eventually fucks off, every woman in that room is not interested in that guy. Every woman in that room is like, wow.
because you control.
It's just very obvious that
I can be like that little man to him.
Right. It's just, that's when you whoop their fucking ass, you know? But like, there's something about like a man
woman?
that's- Yeah, women like you after you win a fist fight too.
And then after that,
they're like,
just as
"Damn,
proof
choke
of,
me,
as
daddy."
proof of that, as proof of that, it wasn't the women thing, but as proof of that, like he left, and then after that ended, and the bar was closing, they were like, "Yo, come on over," and
Yeah.
we hung out the whole night.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Yeah.
just because they knew, okay, that guy's cool.
Yeah.
There's no problem.
Yeah.
So
It's-
dumb. It's
it's-
such a dumb thing to get worked up
The
about.
Diaz
and, like,
brothers are like a great.
ruin your opportunity for being around men who are probably going to improve your life because you're insecure about whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, being an insecure guy is a dangerous position in life. You will make some terrible decisions.
Dude, like some of the terrible decisions we're going to read in the after show,
Hey.
reading Retarded Gay Communists of Reddit.
Yes,
Oh,
I've been
sweet.
waiting for this segment because they are out there, and you might watch this show, and you're probably not one of them because you've stayed all the way to the end of this episode. But if you want to hear us talk about it, it's on Pepperbox.tv, where there is no YouTube censorship, and we have hundreds of exclusive episodes and more for a 14-day free trial with a link in the description below. Or you can go to pepperbox.tv/join Man vs. Morning, and you can catch us over there. Either way, we're just so glad you joined us for this. We hope you had a great time listening to it, and we hope you have a wonderful day. And take our advice from the very beginning of this episode, not Tackett's advice. That's all I have to say.
Wow. We're glad you came.
If you're a short guy, fuck you.